Guys, welcome back to JB's Toy Trunk for another unboxing and overview of some Masterverse, Masters of the Universe, new Eternia figures. About a year ago, I said, Masterverse, Mattel, I love Mattel Revelations, but it's really kind of not my thing right now. I love Motu Origins, and of course, I haven't dipped into vintage yet. With the new Eternia figures, the TRAP JAW, and now the MEKANECK. That's why I'm doing this video, to see along with you guys on why I'm kind of dipping the toe back into some more Masterverse. I never really was completely out of it, but I just wanted something a little bit more similar or closer to the original figures. So on the left we got TRAP JAW, on the right we got MEKANECK. With the TRAP JAW wave comes with Sorceress Tila, Man-at-Arms, TRAP JAW, and then Skeletor. And then with MEKANECK, the more recent wave, Battle Armor He-Man, MEKANECK, Triclops, and King Keldor. Both of these figures I said I was going to play long game on, but it just grabbed me. So here we are today. We are going to unbox the TRAP JAW first, since we picked him up first, and then we just picked up the MEKANECK today, both at Walmart. And again, just under 21, I think it was, and change after tax. With these figures, really can't complain. At the end of the video, I am going to pull out some other figures to do some comparisons with and show you exactly, my reasoning for coming back into the Masterverse line. So let's go ahead and start with TRAP JAW. Here we have our TRAP JAW, and you see the art. I think really the artwork really grabs you. If I wanted to keep this in box, I could easily keep this in box, but we are out of box collectors. So there you go. There's the TRAP JAW. On this side, you can see the continuation of the art. There's Castle Grayskull. Who is that right there? Triclops and Battle Armor He-Man. On the back, that is the actual figure itself. Good photography right there, with his gun up here with a sword. Here he has his hook, and then the claw down here. And like I showed you earlier, Tila, Man-at-Arms, TRAP JAW, and Skeletor. Out of this wave, maybe Man-at-Arms on the fence. Definitely not the Skeletor, maybe the Man-at-Arms. On this side, some more artwork of TRAP JAW. Amazing artwork. And at the bottom, we got our barcode. Once you pull him out of package, you can see he has his accessories, one there. And is that it? Is it just his gun? Uh-oh. That is interesting. I did not know that. So we'll go ahead and cut these off and pull them out of this plastic. And here we go with our TRAP JAW figure, looking really good right out of the gate. And kind of disappointed because, well, one, I thought he was going to have the claw and his... What else does he have? His hook that goes along with it? Yeah, I thought he was going to have his hook and his claw, and then of course this sword, but let me double check to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Might be here at the bottom. Haha! Open it up all the way. Disappointments. Open it up all the way and disappointments come to the end. How about that? I would have called it good after that. Yes! Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with some Eternia power. New Eternia power. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Little jaw action for TRAP JAW. That hook looks pretty menacing. And then there's his sword. Nice. Nice little kind of like dirty white. Almost like it was like, let's say it would have been like a cloth wrap or tape around here. And then of course the nice detail right there in the hilt, all the way down, right into the blade. Looks like it's seen some action. Here's his blaster, which has a curve to it. I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pose my TRAP JAW probably with this hook. Nice little positive lock right in there. So if you guys look a little bit closer, yeah, it looks like it's molded pretty good. Some paint up in there. And then goes right into his shoulder, right into his like harness of his arm. Coming down to the harness, this looks like just a molded plastic. There's not too much else going on here. Here's a little spot right here where I think you could sheathe the sword, and then to the back of his belt, you could take it off right there. But you can see the detailing different from the Revelation figures and these newer Masterverse figures, like the new Eternia. You can see the shading on it. You can see like there's some more detail in there. All the way around the belt to include the skull right in here. And right here you got his loincloth. Not too much detail on it. It's all molded, but it doesn't have any washes on it or anything like that. But it's very soft plastic, soft rubber. There's his backside. He does some squats. So he's got the purple or the grape colored trunks. Goes right into his blue legs. And then right into his upper thigh area. Part of his armor or his boots. It's got that nice little mold in there. Nice little design. Right into the boots. Like his shin guards, down to the boots, down to his feet and to his toes. Looks pretty good. Let's go back up to the top. So I think the number one reason that got me sold on this was his head sculpt. Correct me if I'm wrong. That looks pretty good. The detail in the eyes, the red eyes, the red pupils, the yellow, and then of course the green face, you know, a little bit of depth to the eyes, and of course his eyebrows, right into his nose. I don't know if these are, I don't remember if the helmet and the jaw are supposed to match. I don't think so. I think that would be accurate. And then let's see if the jaw is articulated. It is. And just like the Masterverse one, I get kind of freaked out when we open that up and see that underneath. There's our trap jaw. Let's look at the articulation. I'm going to start with his left arm just because we'll do that one last. Just 360 right there. Looks like the normal Masterverse articulation. Not all the way up to 90, but you got a swivel right there at the upper bicep. Is it double? Yep, double, pinless. Right here on the side. And since we're here on the arm, I forgot to mention a little bit of that armor right here, the molded plastic showing as his armor. Rotation and swivel at the wrists. On his right side, or his, like I guess you could say his mechanical side, decent articulation. It's got some movement in there. It looks like, oh yeah, looks like there's a ball right in there. So it gives it that nice little swivel, and then yes, it'll do a nice 360 there. And then of course, nice ball right there, and of course swivel there. So super good articulation there. And then with the hook, you can rotate it left and right. Up here, the upper torso, he twists right here at the upper torso. Yep. And then he also has traditional twist right at the waist, so he could do the chubby checker. You do a Van Damme. Look at that Van Damme. Jaw and wide opening. Super surprised. Van Damme. Look at this dude. All the way down again. Upper thigh cut. Full swivel there. And then here at the knees. Double. You got double articulation right there at the knees. Right at the top of the boot. Swivel. He can toe down. He can toe up. And then he's got his rocker right there and swivel. Not bad. Not bad at all for this trap jaw. Before we leave the articulation, let's go ahead and look at his head. Full rotation all the way around. He can look down, and then he can look up. And then of course attitude. He's got a little bit of attitude left and right. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So our trap jaw has a little bit of a lean forward to him as far as right here up at his neck. And that's just how he's designed. Not so much a hunchback, but looks like he doesn't have the best posture. So let's go ahead and keep him that way. Let me go get my tape measure and see how tall this guy's measuring out. There you go. I'm getting him about 7 1/4. 7 1/4 up to his little notch right there in the helmet. Here's our trap jaw, and I want to go ahead and compare him to the Revelation trap jaw. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say there's a night and day between these guys. What do you guys think? Everything from the blue to the head sculpt, to even the sculpting and designing and paint of the belt, finer detail on the newer one, the new Eternia one, and then going to the back. This is kind of like molded in, and then of course this right here looks like you can remove. No, this one was good. If this is all we had, I would have been fine with it, but we're gonna move this old trap jaw out and put this one into the collection. Before we move on, let's go ahead and see what he looks like with the other accessories. Take off the hook and add the actual clamp for the jaw. Whoa, there you go. I don't know how that goes, up or down. Leave it in the comments. Is that up or is that down? I think it looks better like that. Let's add our bent blaster right there. Definitely not adding, I mean, you know, if you wanted to add that, that's fine. But maybe a little bit of heat to straighten that thing out. A little bit of a bend. And let's go ahead and pose him with his sword. Fits in really nice with the left hand. Get our trap jaw in the fighting position right there. Got the light giving him a little bit of a shadow. There you go. New Eternia trap jaw. Very impressed with this one. Looks 1,000 times better than the other one. Let's go ahead and remove him from the shot and bring in our buddy Mechanik. All right, guys, now we got the Masterverse, Masters of the Universe, New Eternia, Mechanik. One of my favorite characters as a kid, and a lot of it was the playability when you would twist his body and the neck would go up. Now, we know that the Origins Mechanik is basically pop and swap with the head and the neck, and that's fine, you know what's on there, but when you go to, again, the playability of a lot of our vintage and our retro figures, there's nothing like it. So let's look at the box before we take Mechanik out, and just like a lot of the Masterverse boxes and artwork, especially the new ones, a little bit of a window so you can see the figure, but the artwork on the side is just tremendous. You got along the side, and then you got his ground ripper there. And who's that? Oh, that's Clawful up there. How about that? On the back, you got Mechanik with his extended neck up there. And you can, I'm guessing, have two different accessories, you know, ported together to give it that extension there. And then you got his weapon. And I didn't know that you could use his weapon as a telescope. I've never even thought to use it, or don't even remember that. Maybe I do, I just don't remember it now. Then you got, it looks like an accessory there. He's got a shield, heroic human periscope. Okay, JB, duh. Also available, Battle Armor He-Man, Mechanik, Triclops, and King Keldor. Now, out of this group, we did see King Keldor this morning when we found Mechanik and Triclops. I will probably grab the Triclops. I mean, as of right now, no, but I just know I probably will. The other Triclops is good, but again, the details on these new Eternia figures, I mean, the Masterverse figures are good, but the new Eternia look really good. And the King Keldor head sculpts look pretty amazing, but we might hold off a little bit. Battle Armor He-Man, I'm good for now. My 40th He-Man is my go-to He-Man. And then on the other side, you've got some more artwork of Mechanik. Let's crack this guy open and make sure we look at all of the box to make sure we get all the accessories. It says open. There it is. If I would have just slowed down and paid attention. So here's our content list. Looks like some extra hands, some more accessories, his weapon, shield, and then of course there he is right there. So I actually like that cool little outline of it. Looks pretty cool. Then you can see right here, guys, the shield looks like it's going to port right into the back, and you can eat like a snake, like at Burger King with Mechanik. Out of the accessories, there you go. There's that neck extension. Looks pretty good. It's got that molded silver plastic. Doesn't look like there's any paint on there. Here's our shield. Looks like a decal. Not so much painted, but like a decal was applied to there. And there's the port for the back. And some more of an extension. I don't know if this is going to be for his neck or for his weapon. And then you got the right fist and the left fist. Here we have Mechanik's weapon, like his mace. Oh, and it's got a little bit of movement right in there. That's pretty cool. Ah, and it just pops right off. So I'm guessing pop right off, pop and swap. And I'm guessing something like that. Or no, is that too big? Doesn't fit in there too well. What about right here? That fits a lot better. I think this peg hole's a little too big. It's a little too big for these other pegs. Interesting. So no real playability if it's gonna fall off. You know, if you got it like his periscope and he's looking at you. So if it goes in here, yeah, that'll work. What is that, like a big horn? Is he over here in the band? Will these work together? Huh, it's a little tight. Let's try this side. So, I mean, technically, yeah, you could do that. You know, put it all together. That's a heck of a Mechanik right there. I will probably keep him with just that, and as far as with his weapon, yeah, it's kind of loose. That's just a little too rounded out right there. And I'll probably just keep his weapon just like this. Since we have this in our hand, see, it's like a gold plastic. I don't really see any paint on there. Nothing on the handle. And like we talked about, this is removable, so you can extend it, get some periscope action. Let's put this to the side and let's look at the actual figure Mechanik. Right at the top, it's got some sweet looking, like his helmet and his mask and his eyes right here. It's got a real shiny look to it. I mean, you can, I don't know, can you guys see me? Can you guys see me in his reflection? That's pretty cool. Mirrored look right there in the head. And of course, here's his chest piece or his armor. And just like the original Origins, and let's go back to the vintage, how our chest plates would kind of snap together right here. It's a little bit more of a softer plastic on his arms. No real paint. This looks like just a really metallic looking blue plastic with no real paint on it. I don't think. Some marbling right there. And then of course when you get to his like bracelets or his cuffs right here, it's a little bit lighter blue. His hands, and on the left side you have like his gauntlet on his forearm. Let's go back up to the waist. You got his belt, and just like Trap Jaw and a lot of the other figures, a nice soft plastic, rubbery plastic right here for his cloth. This one's like a black, so if you were to do a wash, you'd be kind of, I guess you would have to do like a gray or a light wash if you wanted to have it stand out a little bit more, but I think it looks good the way it is. Down to his legs, just like his arms, that molded metallic blue plastic. A lot of imperfections right there in the plastic. Now again, guys, these are right around $19.99, 20 bucks. Yeah, I mean, money doesn't grow on trees, but you know, if this was like a $49 figure, I think I'd have issues with it. Double joint right here at the legs, and just like a lot of Masterverse figures, right here at the boots. Pretty good detail on the boots. You got the fur right up here, and then right into the straps. Straps look like they're painted silver, a bright silver, because it looks like this is molded out of that gray plastic and then highlight with the silver there. Going back up to the top chest piece, his armor, some silver paint there, a little bit of details. I think that looks pretty good. On the back, no real paint on the back, but just like we saw there, I mean, no excuses, right? But again, price point $19.99, 20 bucks. That's just fine for me right there. And that's probably where I'm going to keep it, because you could port it in there, but I'll keep it right there. And I'll probably have his weapon. I'm a righty, so leave that in the comments, guys. Did you put the weapon in the same hand that you are dominant? Like if you're a lefty, did you put it in his left hand? I typically put my guys and girls' weapons in the right hand because I'm righty, so it's pretty interesting. So there's our Mechanik. Let's look at some articulation. Since he's holding his weapon in his right hand, let's go with his left arm right here. 360, just like all Masterverse figures. Let's see what he could do on his side lat raises. So go up to about here. That's not too bad. Straighten it out. Upper bicep swivel. Bring it down a little bit. Let's go to the side. Got double articulation right here at the elbows. Straighten them out. Does he twist here at the forearm? No twist at the forearm, but you got the twist at the hand. And then, of course, you can swivel in and out. And the same goes for the right. His right arm, same articulation there. Let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the same as Trap Jaw when it comes to the Van Damme splits. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very flexible, these new Eternia action figures. Upper thigh, kick up. I think that's one thing we forgot to do with Trap Jaw, see how far you could kick forward. So kick forward pretty good. Back, straight leg back, doing a little glute, working your glutes there all the way back. You got some double articulation right there at the knee, and it will stop a little bit here at the boot. It's very thick material there, so, but still past 90. If I didn't say, upper thigh, and then swivel at the boot, and right here at his ankle, swivel at the ankle. He can toe down pretty good. He could toe up pretty good. Not bad at all. Pretty good articulation. He's a little bit smoother than the Trap Jaw was. Let's go back up to the top to his head. You could 360 all the way around. He's got very good articulation up and down. That's not bad at all. Attitude left, attitude right, not too bad with his mirrored lenses on his mask. Let's go ahead and pop his head off and see if we could put his mecha neck on. There's your neck peg right there. How high do you guys want to go? You guys want to go all the way to the top? Let's see if we could do like our buddy Kent Pool when he did the Stilt Man. I'm gonna buy me as many Mechanecks and try to see how long we can telescope his neck. I need to push this back a little bit so you guys can see. That is huge. There you are. So snapped right in pretty well. If you guys could see it. No, that's kind of creepy. Let's bring him back so we can get him in a better shot. Nice and tall, just like Jeffrey the giraffe. Oh, it's such a sad day. Let's see if we can get these all in line, kind of like a spine, and your discs all in line. Does that look good? Yeah, I think that looks very good. There is our Mechanik, and you know what? Since I have him there right now, let's see if we could go ahead and measure him before I forget. That's pretty good. He's let's see if we can bring his legs in just a little bit more. See how if we can get this guy to stretch it on out. Be tall, be tall. Be tall, be tall. Think tall, be tall. Wow. You got him, I'm showing it about 11 and a half. Not bad. Not bad at all. 11 and a half, fully extension on the neck. Let me go back here and see if I could find a big figure to put him next to. I mean, obviously a Galactus would be kind of out of the question. Actually, I was talking about, well, we could put him next to the Voltron, but I was actually talking about this figure from the DC Multiverse line, which is another popular line that we've been doing lately. But I was talking about this guy today with someone at work. This huge king shark, gold label king shark. Let's put our hands, stay up there, Mechanik. Now we're playing. Stay up there, Mechanik. Pose our king shark with his new best bud. Look at that. That's a dynamic duo right there. Here, tilt your head down a little bit. Look toward the camera. He just knocked him down. Now he's gonna eat him. That is probably not the best picture to do, but it's just something kind of fun because, I mean, come on. King Shark is a big mega figure from McFarlane who already stands at about 9 up to his fin in the back there. And like we said, this guy's at 11 and a half. There's no other accessories like we talked about other than his neck and of course his fist left and a right. So we're gonna go ahead and leave him like that, but let's go ahead and start comparing him to some of these other figures. There's our Trap Jaw, and you know what? I went ahead and found my Origins Mechanik just for size comparison, guys. There he is on the left, and let me find my Origins Trap Jaw. I don't have the cartoon Trap Jaw, not yet, and I say stress yet. You got that guy, and one more for you. And I went ahead and pulled up his garb from Revelations. Him and Triclops both had this unique robe, soft goods, and of course this soft plastic rubber that would come off of it. So again, if you look back, he had this on his belt, just like our trap jaws over here do. So I removed that, and then of course this soft goods tunic, I guess you could say, and then the overgarment with the belt across. So not too many people were fans of this look, and neither was I, but I wanted you guys to see, you know, again, comparison. Put your hand down, man. So you got the Revelation, and then of course you got the new Eternia trap jaw on the right, and then the Mechanik on the left over there. Not bad, again, and again, once we remove that, that's the way we kept them. But yeah, we could go ahead and put this guy aside. And you know what? I'm gonna, same peg, looks like. Oh. So let's see if this will fit. Yeah, it's kind of tight. And that, I mean, the body is what does it here. But when you do this, these head sculpts, there's no comparison. Let's put him to the side with a head swap, and let's see what he would look like with the new. I mean, that right there looks a lot better. You tell me, what do you guys think? I think this is like, you know, going from peanut head to regular monster head. Revelations trap jaw. You're getting ready. Yeah, there you go, bud. You get ready to go on a trip to storage. And new Eternia trap jaw. Welcome to the collection. I think well deserved. This guy's pretty awesome looking. Bye guys, we'll see you later. Come back for the picture. And one more, just because it's starting to get annoying looking at that huge neck. I'm not gonna, because of shelf space and presence, I'm probably just gonna keep him like this, because I like the way Mechanik looks like that. And again, if he was, I don't think I did the waist articulation. Again, if you look back at the vintage He-Man, you do this, his neck goes right up. His neck is stable. You could twist all day, chubby checker. There we go. Not really the best, I guess you could say, dynamic duo that we would do a review or overview on. But I just so happened to get him the other day. I got him today. And again, these two figures right here are helping me not so much go all in on the Masterverse line, but definitely take a lot more interest into it, a lot more fun, a lot more play, and these guys are going to look good on the display. So for Mechanik and Trap Jaw, we thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, and of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. It's free to you, and of course, definitely helps the channel out. If you've been on the channel for a while and you want to share with your friends, by all means, share with your friends. We would love to have them all on board. So leave it in the comments. You guys in Masterverse? You guys in new Eternia? You guys completely out of it? Completely in on it? Are you guys inboxed because of the beautiful and wonderful boxes that they have? Are you guys inboxed? Are you guys outboxed with the beautiful boxes that they have with the, not just Masterverse, but all of the Masters of the Universe line? Their artwork is just, you know, by far top notch. Before we sign off, let's go ahead and do some more size comparisons. Let's go ahead and bring our King Shark in and go ahead and bring these guys out a little bit. I was talking with someone at work about King Shark. It's kind of funny. So we got our gold label King Shark, Mechanik, and our Trap Jaw. We'll bring in our Origins guys again, just because, again, for size comparison, for those of you guys that aren't into Masterverse or don't know about the line, these are the Origins line, the traditional 5.25 inch figures from the original vintage line. Savage Crucible, put a little Savage Crucible in here so you could, stay. Love it. Put a little Savage Crucible in there with the sword away so it's not falling over. And then of course a recently acquired She-Hulk. And She-Hulk is off of the traditional 1/12 scale 6-inch figures, and you can see that she's well above Trap Jaw's size right there. There you go, guys. Nice little party shot. That's our unboxing and overview, guys, of the Mechanik and the Trap Jaw. Thank you guys for always hanging out. Always enjoy the ride. You guys take care of yourself. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Go ahead, King Shark. I'm not going to do it. Should I? No. Actually, you know what? Let's have Savage Crucible come in here. Go ahead and start wrecking shop. There you go. There you go, She-Hulk. I'm Mechanik. It's our king shark.